Yes, you most welcome to Entertainment Africa right here on Prime TV Africa, where we give you nothing but the best when it comes to authentic news right here. And today on our entertainment decks, what are we talking about? Not long ago, there has been a rumor about one actress in Nigeria, one of the best actresses in Africa, who's cheating on her husband, and things didn't go down well for her because we have a whole lot of people bashing and speaking evil about this pretty fine Omotola lady. And yes, she came out to clear the air. She said a whole lot of things in the video I'm about to show you. So wherever you are, just relax because you're going to have a great time with us. Here is Prime TV Africa. So just go to YouTube, subscribe to Prime TV Africa. The Africa is Afrika, because we have authentic news, good news, and what have you. You can get it anywhere unless Prime TV Africa. Like, share, and leave your comment because we're going to utilize it and talk to you. Let's get interacting in the comment section. So try and listen to this video.
It's been a very tough 2 weeks leading to this time, and it has exceptionally been very tough for me because coming out from the trauma that we all went through, and after the broadcast, I felt some sense of the broadcast I'm talking about, the broadcast with the president. I felt some kind of dissolution, just like everybody else. It felt like suddenly, everybody was very tired, and rightfully so. And I felt some sense of urgency to quickly call us back because a lot of the tweets that were coming in were about people saying they wanted to leave the country, and you know how we are. We started to make jokes about these things. I started to get really worried that a lot of people would just make jokes out of this, and all our energy would go down. So I felt the urgency to quickly remind us why we are doing what we're doing, and to let us know that we are actually winning, and that we needed to stop the leaving talks and just get back online quickly and apply more pressure. A good portion of people actually understood what I was trying to say. A lot of people actually understood what I was trying to say. A lot of people reached out later and said they understood what I was saying. And so I was very confused as to why people thought that I would mean any harm. If you have been following me, you would know where I stand. I have never hidden my voice. I have never hidden my intention. I have gone through a lot of persecution. I just don't come online to talk about them. I have been an activist for 15 years. Before it even became something that's, is all over the social media and stuff like that. I've been fighting. And I have been attacked many times. Some of you have seen this attack. Some of you have had to, support me or, help me out and stuff like that. And there are some attacks that I've never even come online to talk about. There are some that are even quite serious, international, There are many things we don't talk about. So you can understand how very hurt I was, because there's nothing as painful as if you dedicate your life to something, or a group of us, ourselves, that you now feel that you are thrown to the wolves, and you feel like the people who have always been trying to get you now have an opportunity to laugh at you. It's a very eerie feeling. It's a very painful and very alone feeling. I realize now that there were a lot of hands behind the scenes, and when you are someone that people have been trying, the opposition or the people that you fight against have been trying to get for a very long time. Usually they would come at me with their own normal pages and stuff like that, and so everybody knew who they were, and people would attack them back and stuff like that. But obviously we are in different times, and the whole system and the whole thing has changed. I guess the easiest thing to do right now was to go from behind and act like they're my fans as well, and attack me from that standpoint. So that way it makes it look more organic. It makes it look like, it's her fans that are attacking her, so that everybody can join on, knowing fully well the times. I'm not saying that what I wrote was perfect. It could have been worded differently. But if you notice, when I kept talking, the reason why I said that was because we had some information that they were going to come out and deny that they were anybody's. And my point, which I got to at the end of that tweet, was to say that whether they were bodies or not, whether you accept that you killed anybody or not, the fact that you went there to shoot at protesters, not just any kind of protesters. Our power was the fact that we were, what do we call it again? We were peaceful. Yes, that was it. The fact that we were peaceful. And that is a big thing internationally. The fact that nobody there was throwing stones at anybody, the fact that nobody there was rioting, the fact that nobody was even fighting back, the fact that everybody was peaceful is a big deal. Under the UN Convention on Laws, of which Nigeria is a temporary member of. Nigeria is a temporary member of the Security Council of the UN. And so, coming from that, it's a big crime. It is a crime already. And that's what I was trying to quickly say, that look, they can't. So when I talked about, what was that word I used? When I talked about sensationalism, I wasn't talking about us. I wasn't talking about sensationalism from us. I was talking about them. Because if you notice, there was a lot of talk, right? There was a lot of propaganda and a lot of this did not happen, that did not happen, and and all of that. It was very confusing. And I was trying to say, they can't let them not slow us down, because whether that or not, the most important thing is you went there and they already accepted. Remember that they already accepted that yes, the military went there to go shoot. So they can't deny that. And already accepting that is a crime, a major crime. And so I was trying to quickly bring everybody back to that. So having said that, my people, this is what I had in mind. And this is what I tried to bring up. And if you go back to all the tweets that I have been tweeting before that time, you will see that this is where I have been. Now let me go and correct the notion, because I saw a lot of people saying Omotola was paid, Omotola has compromised, Omotola. I'm an orphan. I lost my father when I was 12 years old. By God's grace alone, I worked very hard to become where I am today. If you know my story, you will know that I am not somebody that compromises. I am not somebody you can lure. I am too stubborn. I'm a rebel. I am not somebody you can lure with money. I do not respect money. I do not live for money. I live for purpose. And I have never in my life been bribed by government, even in places where I could have collected and chopped mouth. I have never collected government's dime, one dime. So what exactly will I be needing that compromise for at this point in my life? Is it that at this point now God has not blessed me from nothing? What will I want to be compromised for? By who? Where? Who is that person that can bribe me? Please, please, please. It's very painful to hear those things. It's very painful. I've challenged them many times. I've challenged them. I've said, if there's anybody out there who is a government official who has ever given me anything, should come out and say it. You knew the other time when we had a fight on Twitter where one of them came out and whatever, they said something about Jonathan, and I said, if you have ever given me anything, come out and bring out the proof. Did you see anybody come out with anything? So if I didn't then, why do you think I will now? The strategies are elaborate. The strategies to discredit everybody's voice. If you are very attentive and you are very observant, you realize that it's not today that this strategy started. It's the strategies evolving. It's becoming more and more dangerous. I realized eventually now, after I took time out because sometimes when you're in a war front and you feel like the war is hot, It's only wisdom for you to retract and go and understand what's going on. And so I realized eventually that the strategy has changed, and it is very elaborate. I beg you, please, people. For the people that have been very consistent, we need your support, we need your help. Sometimes it feels alone doing this. It feels very dangerous, and it feels very, you feel, sometimes you ask yourself, why am I doing this? So please, and please, Omotola is not after anybody's money. I can never be compromised. Everything I do for myself, for my children, for my children's children, for this country to get better. Because who does not want to live in a sane society? If you go and check my antecedents, I didn't just start today. I mean, I posted this on my Instagram the other time, where I said, I think I posted, what's the picture? I posted a picture side by side, yes, of me working with Enough is Enough 10 years ago. The picture is still there. 10 years ago. That was 2010. 2010. I mean, it's not the first time I've done that, but that was just, one of the, because they posted it, and so I had it to post. So, police brutality did not start today, and we've not been fighting it in just 2020. We started fighting it as far back as 2010. Imagine what we have been through. Imagine the attacks. And we are still fighting it today. We are still fighting it today. But more than ever, we are closer to solutions. More than ever, there is hope. More than ever, we are getting to a point where we can finally see some light. It has taken a lot of energy, a lot of people, a lot of fight, a lot of, tenacity to get to where we are. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who is adding their voice, who is not letting out, who is pushing. God bless you. Don't stop. We are closer. A lot of us are working in the background. A lot of my colleagues, or a lot of, in the NGO world and everything, working. They don't always come online to say all the things that are going on. But we're close. We're close, and a lot of things are happening. And I still want to end, because I'm not going to stay on this life for very long. I want to say that. I want to talk to the government. Is it possible for you to govern the people that don't want to be governed? Is it possible for you to lead people who have decided they don't have any trust or any kind of confidence in you? Is it possible? Do you not realize that the game is up? If you have gotten away with this for many years, you can't get away with it anymore. It is time to start coming clean. It is time to start coming clean before it gets too bad. I am begging you. Now we have a panel. Please let it be true. Let us find the right answers. And if you cannot, you cannot find the right answers, get out of the way. Get out of the way. To tell the truth, it is not going to be easy. I wrote a long time ago that it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's a marathon. But I believe that a lot of us are not tired. And I know that we are going to get what we need to get. Because we are ready. If you realize that sometimes there's so many things in my head. But, I understand the times we're in. And it's a very hard time for